Cold verdict. 5 strangers wake up in a dark room in an abandoned building with no idea who put them there and why. They now need to work together in order to figure out what connects them and how to get out of this place. A short psychological thriller visual novel with choices. What does that crumpled paper say? It says I should hit start on Cold Verdict. Here we go. Ugh, I don't feel so good. Am I dead? Hey, you alright? I hope so. I feel like someone has turned me inside out. Give it a few moments. What's your name? Wait, no, it's her. What's your name? Do you remember how you got here? My name's Leon, and no, I am struggling to remember much right now. And who are you? Claire, I'm a police investigator. Crap, what happened to us? We woke up here just a few moments ago as well. That's Landon over there by the crates, and Harmony over in the corner. What's up, Sleeping Beauty? You know each other at all? No, none of us has met before. There's also that man over there. Know him? No, can't say I do. I'm going to check up on him and see if he's okay. He's wearing Charlie Brown's shirt. Do you need a hand? I certainly wouldn't mind. Let's see. Oh, no, it's her again. Let's see. No injuries. He's breathing okay. We should try to wake him, okay? Hey, wake up. Oh, what is it? Who are you? Welcome back to reality, Gramps. Bet you had sweet dreams there. Why is there always a block-headed moron wherever I go? So he is Charlie Brown. What? He's literally Charlie Brown. Must be your circle of friends. Where are we? None of us remembers how we got here. We've just woken up too. Oh, great. And who exactly might you be? I am Claire, police investigator. Dean. Okay, right. So what is our situation? Are we trapped in this room? Indeed. I've tried the doors. They're firmly locked and too tough to break through. Ugh. Let's think this through then. What's the last thing that each of you remembers? The entire day is very fuzzy for me. I only remember being at work in the afternoon. Nothing after that. I was with my buddies having a beer break in the afternoon. After that, it's like oblivion. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. As for me, I was coming home from work, I think. The last thing I remember was also leaving work to go home. We must have all been kidnapped by aliens on the way home from work. How could you crack jokes at a time like this? There's no need to scold each other, Dean. Yes, we need to be serious about this. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, moving on. So it seems none of us remembers what we did in the evening. Not a thing. What about you there, kid? You've been quiet. Give her time, she's frightened. Yeah, Harmony, right? What do you remember? Yeah, Harmony, right? What do you remember? Let me think for a moment. It's very hard to juggle 5 different character voices. I didn't know there'd be so many people in this. I was supposed to meet up with a friend of mine after finishing university today. I can't remember if I saw her or not, sorry. She's becoming Morty. We should take a look around the room and see if we can find something. Like what? Anything that can give us a clue. We must have been put here for a reason. Okay then, let's search the room. Crumpled jacket? Cardboard box? Return to others. Press the V key. What does the V key do?
Self-voicing enabled.
Oh my god.
Return to the others.
This guy knows the engine.
Inspect the crumpled jacket. Leon, someone's jacket.
I think this is worse than me doing the voice though, right?
Leon, seems to be in a terrible state. Dean, oh, you found my jacket.
Now it's reviving Bionicle.
Leon, it's yours. Dean, used to be. I don't think I'd be able to wear it anymore.
Is that a
Self-voicing
built-in?
disabled.
Is that a built-in feature of the Ren Pi engine, I think it's called? It must be if you knew what the hotkey was. John Madden. Okay, now I gotta remember my voices again. Dean is the old guy. Used to be. I didn't think I'd be able to wear it anymore. Any of my things inside? No, nothing. Okay, well, never mind then. Or something to give us a clue about why we're here. Oh, that's a knife. All right, we'll keep a hold of it. Might be useful later. Did you guys find anything? Nope, these crates are empty. Me neither, Rick, sorry. This place is a crap hole. Landon, I've had enough of your language, Landon. We can't get demonetized, Landon. I've got something, I think. One moment, let me take a look at it. What is it, Claire? It's a piece of paper with some words printed on it. What's it say? Okay, let's see, we know each other better than we think. We just don't know it yet. Oh, cryptic. Looks like we have a riddle to solve. How is this possible? I've never met any of you. We must be connected in some way. The question is, what connects us? Let's start with our occupations. Claire, you're with the police, right? I'm a security guard. Anyone else in this line of work? Nope, I work construction and always have. And I'm a university student studying literature. I've never dealt with any police work or public service. What about our families? Anyone's parents in this sphere? We're just making wild stabs at the dark. It's stupid. Not helpful, Landon. I hate Landon. Well, we need to know more about each other. It's the only way we'll know why we're here. Anyway, my parents are just store owners, nothing special. What about you, Dean? What's your sphere? I'm a blockhead. I'm a care worker. I work with vulnerable adults. You don't look like a care worker. I thought they're supposed to be kinder. Sick bird. They're supposed to be kinder. Maybe it's the people in our circle. Perhaps someone we know connects us all, or even someone we've known at some point. We can't possibly go through everyone we know. I mean, we're locked in a room, we could. Let's think back on any events that were strange. Or any people in our lives that were suspicious. That could help to narrow it down. Yes, that's a good starting point for sure. Now that you mention it, there was one event that changed my life immensely. I've not been the same person since. What was it, Dean? Do you remember the tragedy at the Darkwater Street Station? It happened 2 years ago. The Metro Railway explosion? Yes. I was the driver of that train. You were? I was lucky to be alive. Ever since that tragedy, I quit being a train driver. No effing way. My buddy Simon died in that tragedy, bro. Whoa. Oddly enough, I was not far from the place where it happened. 2 stations away, in fact. All right, we're on to something. Harmony, what about you? I wasn't anywhere near it, to be honest. No connection to the tragedy in any way? Connection? No. Claire, what about you? I was part of the team investigating that tragedy. So, it seems most of us are related to it. Uh-oh. How did it open by itself? She even has Morty stuttering. Did someone open it for us? Maybe we should go see. Yeah, we should be very careful. That was the choice? Neither of those were a choice. Okay, dispatch is better. I don't know why I doubted dispatch would be better, but dispatch is better. Indeed, we've no idea what's waiting for us beyond that door. Achievement unlocked. What now? Another room with nothing in it. Where's the stab Landon button? It all looks as though someone is playing a game with us. Yeah, no crap. We should take a look around. We might find something useful here. Good idea. There's another piece of paper here. Let's see what it says. It says, what do you remember? And it was written in MS Paint. Leon, what's it say? It says, what do you remember? That's all? Yeah, that's all. But what is it that they want us to remember? Maybe the event that connects us all. Maybe it's that tragedy in the metro station. Perhaps something else. But what good is it? How will that help get us out of here? I don't know. We can only guess. Hey guys, there's some kind of machine here. Something that can be of use? I don't know if it'll help or not, but it has our names written here. Our names? Really? Yeah, Leon Cooper, Claire Stanton, Landon Jeffries, Dean Tucson. Although, it's got someone called Lucia Andrews in there. Lucia Andrews is my birth name, but I don't really use it. I prefer Harmony. Then in that case, it has each of us here and a place to type something next to each name. They want us to write something there? But what? Obviously, they want us to say which Saw movie is our favorite so they can calibrate the traps to our preferences. Duh. I don't want a bear trap on my head. So, what are our options? Thoughts? We need to think back on the event at the Metro. It's our best clue. Don't you think that's a waste of our time? We need to be looking for a way out of here. And how do you suggest we do that? Whoever put us here will only let us out once we've done what they want. So you'd rather just give up and let them screw us for as long as they want? I suggested no such thing. We don't know anything about who put us here and for what reason. It's in all of our interest to figure this out. Let's say we remember that. Then what? What do we do with that information? We can discuss it like civilized humans and come up with a solution together. Leon, back me up on this. I think Landon has a point. We're being toyed with. Of course we are. If either of the two of you has any better ideas, let's hear them. Let's just talk it over. We're wasting time. Fine, whatever. Let's get this over with. All right, let's look at it bit by bit. Leon, would you like to begin? Can you tell us what you can remember of that evening? Sure, I'll try to remember as much as possible. It's all quite clear in my mind. Okay, we do get to see the Metro tragedy. I was worried we would never get to see it. I was assigned to guard the Marianne Street station that week. On that particular evening, it was just as normal, very quiet. It was past 11 already, 11:30 even. Hardly anyone was around at that point, only an odd person here and there to board the trains. One guy was acting a bit strange. He kept looking at his watch a lot, as though he was running late. It seemed odd to me that someone would be in a hurry to be somewhere at such hour. He was dressed quite respectably too and had a briefcase. Not a random nobody for sure. Is everything all right, sir? Do you require any help? Odd man? Oh, what's odd man gonna be? I'm running out of voices.
No, that's all okay. Thank you for asking. I'm just waiting for my train.
I see. It should be here any moment now. They're almost never late at this time of day.
I'll take your word for it. You probably work here a lot.
Yes, here and at a few other stations. It's usually really quiet at this time. Always should be Homstar, it's pretty good.
Ah, looks like my train is here now. All right, mister, I'll be off now. Thanks for the chat.
He boarded the train. That same train that was blown up 10 minutes later near Darkwater Street. I kept having this nagging feeling that that guy had something to do with it. I wonder what would have happened if I stopped him.
I don't think there's anything you could have done.
I mean, did he look dangerous at all? No, just a wealthy-looking Asian guy, dressed in a suit, and had a strange-looking briefcase.
You know, I think I know which guy you're talking about.
How do you know him, Dean?
I don't, but I was there, remember? I was driving the train.
All right, what can you tell us? What do you remember happened?
Well, I caught a strange situation on one of the cameras. The guy Leon just mentioned was talking to some woman, and then out of nowhere...
He got shot? What?
He got shot by another guy. I don't know what the fighting was about, as I only had a visual feed. It was terrifying, but nothing compared to what came after.
Look, it's the Darkwater train tragedy.
An explosion occurred suddenly aboard the train. It was all a blur to me. I lost my senses and only woke back up when the rescue crew found me.
So, that man you both have seen was the victim, rather than the aggressor?
I don't know, possibly.
Did you get to see the guy who shot him?
Only briefly, but I can't recall what he looked like now. I think he had dark hair, but that's all I remember.
He had a purple shirt on. It was a weird shirt. And who was the woman that the Asian man was talking to? What did she look like?
I didn't get to see her face on the camera. She had long blonde hair, that I'm sure of. And I think she wore a yellow top.
Crap. Wait, no, wrong guy. Crap! I think that was the chick my buddy went with. Landon, can you tell us what you remember of that night?
Sure. Where do you want me to start?
Where was it that you saw this woman?
Well,
My buddy Simon and I were having a night out, you know, the usual crap. Although he told me he needed to meet up with a woman he knew. So we waited for her by a subway entrance. Amonto Lane Station. It was late already. But she turned up on time. Just like you described. Long blonde hair, yellow top, and so on. A rather hot woman, no doubt. Now I'm pretty sure her name was Madeline or something. Another Simon? Who's Simon? Every other character is Hamzar. Madeline, it's great to see you. And you too, Simon. Wait, she's gotta be Hamzar too. And you too, Simon. I see you've been enjoying yourself. Okay, they can't have a conversation, it's too much. And you've been working late again, am I right? My work is very demanding. By the way, this is a good friend of mine, Landon. Nice to meet you. So, are you ready to go? She's the cheat, actually. Look, she's wearing like the cheat's outfit. I am, yes. It's all right. You both enjoy yourselves. That was the last I've ever seen of him. Next day, I found out he was among those who died in the train explosion. Life is a effing B. He was my best friend. If we really are talking about the same woman, then something doesn't add up. Your friend wasn't there with her on the train, at least not in the same carriage. How's that possible? He went with her and he definitely died on that train. Maybe he was there too, Dean. I don't know. On the camera, it was just her talking to the wealthy Asian bloke. All right, so I still don't get it. How is this meant to help us? Explain dismissively. Well, we were asked about what we remember. There's a machine there for us to write in. Put the 2 and 2 together and it should be obvious. It's not that obvious, really. Okay, let's try putting something onto that machine based on what we talked about just now. I'll have a go first. Hey, do you all think this will help? Honestly, we can only guess and hope it works. I'm quite anxious. I hope we can get out of here soon. We will. Okay, it's my turn now. Time to decide what I should put regarding that tragedy. It was done deliberately. I'll put that everything points to the idea that it was done deliberately. How's he gonna enter that into a server mainframe? How's he gonna, what? What do you mean he's gonna put that? And who shall I put most blame on? The guy with the gun, probably. The guy with the gun who shot the Asian man is likely to be the one who started it all. I'll add a few details that were discussed too. Maybe it will be helpful. Other than that, better finish up and let the next person write their thoughts here too. I wonder if there's something useful in that box. I don't think we'd be able to open it. We need special tools. We'll come back for it when we find something. All right, I'm done here. Let's hope this works. Okay, seems you were right, Claire. Who is opening the doors for us? Maybe someone is listening in on us. It's possible. I can't see any cameras, but they might be hidden. If someone is watching and listening, then I wonder what's next. Let's go and find out. There's no end to this, is there? There has to be. There's something just ahead, right in the middle of the corridor. Let's take a look and see what it is. Some kind of a case. Oh, wait. That looks a lot like the briefcase that Asian guy was carrying during the events we've discussed. Are you sure, Leon? Not 100%, but it looked a lot like this. It wasn't your usual briefcase. What are you thinking, Claire? Well, during the investigation, my team and I came across many pieces of a case like that. We found most of them and put them together. It was a case exactly like this. We concluded that whatever caused an explosion was contained inside the case, judging by how it was broken apart. So that would imply that the Asian guy was the one carrying the explosives. Maybe, but what would be the motive? I don't know. Is there anything inside the case? No, it's empty. Well, we're wasting too much time with this stupid case. Let's get moving. Could be related to why we're here. And take it with you. Fine, let's go and see what else is here. I get this unsettling feeling that we're being watched. While very insightful, Dean. And of course we are. Why else would they make us play their stupid games? I'm starting to feel really homesick. Homesick? Homesick is the emotion that you feel when you're trapped in a Saw dungeon? How about fear? How about terror? Homesick? Homesick is pretty benign for this situation. She's very suspicious. And so do the rest of us. Okay, that desk looks a bit out of place here. Yeah, like someone put it here for us to see. What about that door? Can we go through there? I doubt it. There's a wall of steel behind it. The desk must have some use for us. Let's search its drawers. Good idea. I'll help you. I'm going to take everything out. I think that will be easier for us to look through everything. Water break. So much reading. This is a reading-intensive game. Maybe I should turn the voice acting back on.
Self-voicing enabled. Claire, great. So, what shall we check first?
You can't even assign voices.
Disabled.
You can't even assign a custom voice to each character. That sucks. Great, so what shall we check first? Check the sheet of paper. Let's check that sheet of paper. It's a list of names. Know any of these people? Look, at the bottom it shows a date. That's the date when the tragedy at Darkwater Street happened. So these people are connected to the tragedy in some way. Or it could be a list of people who died during it. You might be right. Look, it has Dean's name there in a different color, perhaps to indicate he survived it. Let's see if Simon's name is here. Landon, what was your friend's last name? Young. Let's see, yes, Simon Young is on the list. I effing told you he died there. I'm not going crazy. The names from this list could be useful. Let's check other things. Check the books. Let's take a look at the stack of books. He died so young. Seems like it's mainly science books. I wonder why they'd be here. Oh, hang on. Something's just fallen out of one. Let's see. Looks like an employee swipe card. Madeline Dale. Madeline, isn't that... Landon, come take a look at this. Well, crap! That's the woman my buddy went with the night he died! So, she's a chemical engineer. Any idea why he'd need to see her? Considering my buddy worked in construction, together with me, maybe it was work-related. He did tell me that he had to take out a few projects in the science sector. Damn, all this time I thought he simply hooked up with her. Well, this must be important. What else have we got? Let's look through this folder now. Anything on Madeline? There, look, there's a document with her name on it. It implies that she was working on a big project, something about a breakthrough in clean energy. Just that? Yes. Or at least, it appears to be. Her project was very promising according to some of these news clippings. Any other names from that list that are worth checking? Anything on Simon? There are a few photos of him here. Looks like they're taken from social media. There are a few with Landon. Strangely, I don't see Madeline anywhere here in his circle of friends. They might know each other more on the professional level. Probably. Anyone else you think we could check? There are 3 names here with a question mark next to them. Perhaps we could look them up? Okay, I'm on it. You didn't think to do that? Let's see. Well, there are only a few photos here for all 3 of them. Let me see. Anything suspicious or unusual? Wait a minute. This one picture under the name Thomas Hargrens. That woman next to him looks like Harmony. You're right, that is Harmony. Let me have a look at it. What the F? Who took this photo, Rick? Well, is it you then? Yeah? So, you are connected to this tragedy after all. Perhaps through that guy. Who was he? He was someone I dated. Why didn't you say anything if a guy you dated died in that tragedy? I don't know, I only dated him for a little while. I wanted to forget this whole thing. You know, you keep lying and lying. I'm sick of it. Why won't you just be honest? Come on now, I'm not your enemy. I'm in the same situation as you. She's the most suspicious one so far. I don't trust her. Landon is the red herring. I don't know about that. You are clearly in on this. Maybe you're the one who put us here. Are you seriously accusing me of being the one behind this? No, the one behind it is Purple Guy. I agree with Landon, though. Harmony, Landon's right. We have to be honest with one another if we are able to survive this. What? So you're taking his side? I've not hurt anyone. Withholding crucial information can get us hurt. Fine, okay. Oh. Conflict resolved. Let's try this door. Great, it's locked. There's also another one down the corridor. Oh, been a while since we've heard from Dean. I guess it's this way then. I sense a trap. We're being toyed with more and more. Well, we just need to be very careful.
Claire is right. We don't have any other choice. The best we can do is take care.
Fine. Let's see what crap is waiting for us in there. Another room full of locked doors? Whoever you are you not done yet? Be quiet, look over there. No doubt some more stupid riddles are scribbled on those pieces of paper. Well, let's go take a look.
Maybe each one of us should read the paper with his name on it.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's try that. Everyone, take the paper with your name on it and see if there's anything useful on it. Landon is going to get others hurt for his own gain. You need to stop him. So, everyone get a chance to read theirs? Any opinion? I think it would be a good idea if we discuss this. Here's what mine says. Find those among you who are guilty. Leave no stone unturned. Guilty? Of what exactly? I don't know. Must be related to the tragedy, no doubt. Anyone else would like to share theirs? Leon, how about you? Share the message with everyone. Yeah, sure. So this is what it says. Landon is going to get others hurt for his own gain. You need to stop him. Whoever wrote this is trying to make me look like the bad guy. I don't hurt others unless they give me a reason. Yeah, they're clearly trying to turn us against each other. Does anyone else want to have a go? We have to work together to make sense of these.
Yeah, I've got something interesting written on mine.
All right, Dean, let's hear it.
Claire's team withheld some evidence from the tragedy. Make her talk. Care to tell me what this is about, Claire? What evidence did you withhold?
Withheld evidence? Let me remember.
Whoever wrote this is sure you know.
They said team, right? I personally have never done something like that.
And do you know who did?
I recall there was someone in our department who apparently lost a vital piece of the evidence.
But you think they hid it rather than lost it?
Yeah, I suspected there was something not right with that. So, in the end, we couldn't conclude anything about who caused the tragedy and why. There just wasn't enough evidence. Sounds like one member of your team was a double agent. Unfortunately, it's likely they were covering something up. I should have followed my instincts and dug deeper. Wait a moment. What? Where's Harmony? She's gone! Look, the door's open. I knew she was up to no good. I'm gonna catch her and make her talk! Landon, stop. Damn it. Come on. We need to stop them from doing something stupid. You coming? Yeah, let's hurry. Finally, some action. Wow, didn't run very fast. Keep running, go, go, go. Oh great, where are we now? Must be some kind of tunnel network connected with this building. Why on earth would Harmony go this way? Unless she already knew it was here. The question is, why did she run off at all? I'll make you eat those words.
Maybe she got scared.
Hey look, that's Landon's message. He must have dropped it while running through here. Let's see what it says. Harmony is still not telling you everything. You need to force it out of her before it's too late. His reaction is starting to make more sense. Why does it say that Harmony is still not telling us everything? Was this written in the last few minutes? How could he know how much he told us? It's a fair point, Leon. Whoever wrote this might be around, so we better be on the lookout. I wonder if it's true, though. Is Harmony still hiding something from us? We'll have to find it out from her. Let's hurry. We need to find them both. All right, let's do that. Dean, you coming with us as well?
Yeah, you might need help.
Let's all stick together here. Anyone see anything? Hey, little help over here. Landon, how'd you end up down there? The damn floor's slippery. I lost my footing and fell. I don't think I broke anything, but I can't find a way up. Come on, help me out, will you? Come back for him later. Okay, look, we're gonna find Harmony first, then we'll be back. All right, I trust you, but please hurry. Why does he trust me? I fully intend to leave him for dead in the pipe room. We'll be back as soon as we can, I promise. Are you sure she went this way? This is the only normal path with doorways and flat ground. I don't think Harmony will be up for swimming in the muck. You make a good point, I suppose. I hope she's not hurt at least. Right, I see light coming from another doorway just around the corner. Oh my god. I see Harmony and some guy pointing a gun at her.
You're finally here. Welcome.
It's the man behind the slaughter. Who are you? Are you the one who kidnapped us and put us here?
Be quiet. I'll be asking questions.
What do you want from us?
Information is all I'm after. Well, that and also some justice. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Justice for what?
For what happened, of course. I want the guilty party punished, don't you? Certainly it's something your team has failed to do, Claire.
There wasn't enough evidence to convict anyone.
Which is precisely why we're all here. You see, the sweet, shy Harmony here knows stuff that she doesn't want to disclose. I'm going to make you tell me stuff.
Harmony, what is it that you know? You have to tell him or else he'll hurt us all. I just want it to be gone. Is it really necessary to hold a gun up to her head?
I can aim it at you if you'd like. Maybe I should start counting to 5. If she doesn't talk, perhaps I'll kill one of you.
I should have brought Landon. Should have brought him for this. He would have been great. Is that really necessary? Surely we can talk this out in a civilized manner. What's Claire's obsession with civilization, man?
Let me think on that. Okay, I've made my decision.
It's a flamethrower? He shot a fireball? What? Stand back.
Guys, he's escaping. It's hopeless. The door is thick and firmly locked.
Harmony, are you alright? Did he hurt you? No, he was just threatening me. We should get out of this place. Are you coming with us? Yeah, sorry about running off. I don't know what I was thinking. Protect Claire, protect Harmony, protect both. Protect yourself, dude. Look out for number 1. Oh no. Did it hit both of them because I didn't protect either? It got both of them. Are you both okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It caught me off guard. Harmony, what about you? I think I'm fine too. Sorry, I noticed too late. In reality, time froze and he got to choose whatever he wanted. It's okay, you warned us when you saw it. Could have been worse for sure.
So he's gone all right. There's nothing else to do here.
We should probably get out of this place and return to the rooms.
Don't forget about Landon too. We need to get him out too.
Yes, I remember. Once we're all out of the tunnels, then perhaps Harmony can tell us more. I will. Oh my god, there you are! Landon, you managed to climb out on your own? Yeah, I found a ladder. Wasn't easy, as it was rusted and half broken. Okay, well, that's good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to make that little beep talk.
Hey, take it easy.
She's gonna tell us everything now. Let's just get out of this place first. And you believe she won't lie to us again? She has just been threatened by a masked guy with a gun. I am sure she'll tell us everything. All right, well, if you're sure, I trust your word. But if we uncover that she's lied to us again, I'll break her head open. Calm down, Landon. Just be patient and let's go. This place is dangerous enough already. Let's not make it worse. Harmony.
Yes?
What was written on your card that made you run off like that?
You can see for yourself.
Okay, thanks. They'll find out about you, and then they'll hurt you. The door behind you is unlocked. It's your chance to escape. Quite threatening.
You see now why I got scared?
It was too hasty on your part.
How could I not? Did you not see Landon's reaction?
Yes, but we would have stopped him. I do have a knife. Since we're here now, Harmony, you can tell us whenever you're ready. The more you tell us, the better it is for all of us. We really need to know what's going on.
Okay, I'll tell you everything I know.
Please hear me out before judging. Uh-oh. Never good to start the confession with that. We won't judge you for telling us the truth.
All right, so...
Tell us how you're connected to that Thomas guy. You know, the one who was in the same photo as you.
He and I were dating back then, or at least only started to date. But he had personal issues. His fashion sense was a little whack, and his friends were just as screwy as him. His brother was wrongly convicted for a crime that someone else was responsible for. He wanted to bring down the people who did this and needed hard evidence, so I offered to help him with that. I gave him a hidden camera he could clip onto his clothes. It was wirelessly connected to my computer, so I'd get any footage right away while it's recording. He began recording while on the subway. I remember a beautiful woman with long blonde hair with some guy entering the carriage. I'm pretty sure it was that Madeline whose employee card we found, and the guy with her must have been Landon's friend. Thomas somehow found out that the guy he was after was supposed to be meeting her. Hold on. How did you even receive any footage from Thomas's hidden camera while he was on the subway? Did the signal reach all the way there? Not while the train was between stations, but every time it reached the station, I get an update with his new footage. It's very convoluted. I don't think this would work. Okay, makes sense. Please continue.
So, he's getting on the next station. Yes, let's go stand over there. That's people there.
Next station, Marion Street. Is that Masked Man? Look, I'm quite nervous. The guy is part of some secret organization, and I don't know what he's capable of. Why did you get in contact with him? I didn't. He contacted me. He said his superiors had an eye on my research and offered to help. So, do you need me to help you with negotiations? No, not that. I just want you to be in the vicinity and record our conversation. It's why I asked you to bring the microphone and receiver. That way, I'll have some leverage if they try to go back on their word later. And also, I need someone nearby in case he tries to pull something questionable. Understood you perfectly, Maddie. Thank you. You might want to get into position now. We'll be arriving at the next station any minute now. Okay, I'll be sitting here just behind you. If anything, I'll have your back. I really appreciate it. I don't think that he accounted for a bomb. I don't think he expected a briefcase bomb to blow him up. Now approaching Marion Station. I wonder if the only other human on this train is important, yes. Marion Station's where I was. Did you see the strange Asian guy get on board? Yes, I remember the guy you've described. He was the one Thomas was after. The doors are closing. Please stand clear. Next station, Nihar Hospital.
Mrs. Dale, am I right?
Yes, hello, and you are?
I'm Hamsar.
It's nice to meet you, Hamsar. I believe you have a proposition for me.
Straight to the point. I like that indeed. We can help you.
Now, I struggle to remember the exact technicalities of their conversation. They were talking about a lot of stuff and I had no knowledge of, but I remember the woman was saying that some rival companies were trying to discredit her and she had no money or influence to fight back. This Mr. Sang seemed like someone she hired to help her. It was clear that he had illegal means at his disposal, or at least his superiors did anyway. I feel like the game should have taken place on the train and not in like a fake Saw room after the fact. The doors are closing. Oh, hang on. The doors are closing. Please stand clear. Next station, Darkwater Street. That's where the tragedy is.
So, just to go over our agreement once more, we will bring down your critics and opponents, and in return you will agree to our demands and financial shares in your project.
Yes, I think that will be for the best. I don't really have any other choice.
I've also been instructed to hand you over this briefcase. It has all the important documents for you to sign regarding our agreement.
He's becoming like a southern preacher.
As well as methods of contacting us.
I see, thanks.
But don't open it until you get home. We can't risk anyone else finding out about our deal.
Is this a TF2 spy music? It sounds similar. I don't think it is, though. Of course, I understand.
We have a lot of influence and high success rate with our clients. Those who oppose us have paid dearly every time.
Effing bastard. You're gonna pay for everything. Oh my god. Got you. Not so tough now, are you? Don't you dare come any closer. And you, don't try anything and stay still. I'm not here to shoot you. But I will if you make me. Is that clear? What kind of a gun? That's a weird gun, dude. He shot him with a water gun. That's a water gun from the dollar store. Yes, sorry. You still alive there? What is so funny? My briefcase?
My suitcase is a bomb.
The footage ended there. I believe Thomas's hidden camera sent me the update a mere second before the explosion.
If he was trying to gather evidence against these people, then why did he shoot this Mr. Sang?
I don't know. It was a stupid thing to do. I have no idea what was running through that idiot's head. Seeing this gave me severe anxiety.
I bet it did.
I had to undergo therapy for months because of this, and I can never really tell anyone what I've seen. Anyway, I've told you everything I know. I can't keep looking back into this memory. It's causing me distress.
Yeah, well, I'm distressed by the fact that we're in a Saw dungeon, so you could maybe give me a few more details. Great work, Harmony. Thank you for your honesty about everything.
This guy must be watching and listening to us at all times. He must have heard everything and decided to let us continue on.
About time she told the truth. Anyway, shall we be going? Yes. Let's see what's beyond these doors.
So, another room with some useless activity to do, so it's great. There are a lot of things on that desk over there. I doubt it will be useless.
Let's take a look at it. There must be something in those boxes.
Yeah, otherwise we're just wasting time by standing here. They look like they're full of stuff. I wonder what it is he wants us to see this time.
Well, let's begin looking through it bit by bit. We'll need to cut those strands wrapped around the boxes first. Let me try it with a knife.
Where'd you get this knife?
I found it in the room where we woke up.
Well, I'm glad we have something to cut these strands. They look tough otherwise.
Good thing I grabbed the knife.
Oh my god, there are so many files, journals, and documents.
Let's see some police reports, or I see some police reports, as well as news clippings, articles, and the like.
This guy has clearly compiled a lot of information regarding that tragedy.
Seems like he has an obsession. Wow, got him. Well, that event must have had a strong effect on his life. He must have lost someone dear to him.
It will take forever to go through all of this, unless we know what we're looking for.
Well, first, we need to figure out why all this stuff is here. Maybe something here is supposed to jog our memory again.
When we saw him, he was quite annoyed at the fact that your team didn't punish those responsible, Claire. Can you maybe tell us more about that? Maybe this is why there are police reports and other related files here.
You're probably right, Dean, but this was 2 years ago. I don't remember many of the details. Well, we have all the details right here in front of us. You mentioned earlier that someone in your team tried to hide the evidence. Do you remember who it was? We can start with them.
Yes, you're right. Well, it was 2 people actually, from what I recall.
That guy looks so suspicious.
Nancy Jones and Anthony Wright. Nancy was the one who lost the data on her computer and claimed that she's not made any backups of it. When asked about how she lost it, she blamed it on a computer virus. Anthony backed her story up and said his computer was also hit. For this reason, they got off easy, and a vital piece of the evidence was lost into obscurity.
What was the data, exactly?
It was the one that contained a list of items we recovered in the wreckage, including pieces of that briefcase that I believe contained the explosives. The photographs of those pieces were in there too. Without that, we couldn't reliably say the carriage was bombed, and instead the verdict was it was merely an accident.
It must have been an accident. There was some kind of horrific accident that caused a train car to blow up like a bomb was inside of it. But what about the actual pieces of the briefcase? You still had them, right?
No, they were not among the rest of the items we recovered. But I know we recovered them. I've seen them with my own eyes. We even had a discussion about them with our team. But 2 days later, it's as if they never existed. It was assumed that we simply lost them. I had a feeling something was not right, but we had to drop the case, unfortunately, and move on. It was really strange, you know. Anthony, what happened to the pieces of the briefcase that we found in the wreckage?
What about them? Obviously a suspicious guy.
Well, they're not with the rest of the evidence we picked up.
All the stuff we found had to go through an inspection. Anything irrelevant and useless was simply discarded.
But these pieces weren't irrelevant or useless. They were a big find.
I know, but it wasn't up to me.
Dom, would you be able to clarify something for me? Who is Dom?
Sure thing, Claire. I'm Dom.
Our team uncovered some pieces of a briefcase in the train wreckage. They were an important find because when we assembled them together, it was obvious the briefcase contained explosives. However, they're not with the rest of the evidence. What happened to them?
Somebody else mentioned something about pieces of a briefcase, but I've not seen them myself. Are you sure you brought them in? My name is Dom.
Of course. I think Anthony was supposed to deliver all the evidence to you, but when I asked him, he said the stuff had to undergo an inspection.
There was no inspection happening on any of the evidence. We've not had a chance to look at any of it yet. My name is Dom. So those briefcase pieces are just gone? Did Anthony do something with them? I don't know, but it's best if you don't throw any accusations at your colleagues. It could simply be a misunderstanding. My name is Dom. Guys. This is all just a big misunderstanding. It's all just a big misunderstanding. Let's clear this up. Our superior never received them. I suspected that Anthony did something with them, but I couldn't prove it. This is nothing. I think you should have pursued it and gotten others to confirm your stance. Somebody else in your department must have known about them too, surely. Only a couple people, but in the end, our words wouldn't have proven anything. Leon is right. You could have gotten someone on your side. Trust me, with no solid evidence, it's meaningless. Harmony, you saw everything and had it recorded. Do you still have that recording? It would make for perfect evidence. I'm sorry. No, I deleted it long ago, as I wanted it gone from my life for good. All traces of that night had to be purged. That's terribly unfortunate. Well, there's nothing we can do now. No point regretting it. Yeah, sadly you're right, it's too late now. Hey look, what I found in this box. We can open something with this. You're right, there was a crate we couldn't open a few rooms back. There could be something useful in it. Alright, I'm going to go try opening it. Anyone wants to come and help? I'll probably keep going through the files here, but be careful, okay? Why don't I come with you? I'm not doing anything worthwhile here anyway. And besides, the crate's probably heavy. I'll carry it. I was thinking we could open it here, or there. And what if it's full of stuff? Okay, let's go. Listen, Leon. Yeah? You're probably the only one here with his head screwed the right way, so I was thinking, we need to watch each other's back here, otherwise we're dead meat. This guy who put us here is playing games with us. It's quite possible. I certainly agree that we need to stick together. So, how about this? If things go to crap and it's a matter of life or death, I'll stick up for you and you for me. Do we have an agreement? I can't promise anything yet, Landon, as I don't know what the situation will be. Okay, fair enough. Hold on. I don't remember seeing this panel when we were here last. We must have missed it. What about it? I'm just curious to see if maybe we can unlock something through it. Maybe short circuit some doors. So, does it even work, or are we wasting our time? It's mostly to do with internal heating. Seems to be on the lowest setting. You want to make it warm and cozy in here? Shouldn't we be trying to find a way out of this place? It wouldn't hurt to make it a bit warmer, unless the unit is malfunctional, which could make it dangerous. Turn the heating up. Let's turn it up and see what happens. If it blows up and destroys this place, all the better. I hope it won't come down to that. Let's get going. Here we are. That's the one. What do you think's inside it? I don't know. Better be something useful. There we go. What do we have here then? Food and drinks. Not bad. Oh boy, a chili dog. Yeah, there's not much, but it's better than nothing. Let's see, water bottles, fizzy drinks, crisps, bread, buns. I think it will do. Could certainly use a few snacks right now. Starving. We should probably put them into a smaller box or something. Would be better than carrying the whole thing. Yeah, okay. Let me see what I can find. We're back and we found something good. Oh hey, glad everything's okay. What'd you find? Some snacks and drinks. Well, that's something positive at least. Yeah, good find, you two. By the way, we heard some noises on the other side of that wall. We don't know what they were, but it can't be good. And the door's still locked? It is. Oh, it is. I checked. And we can't see through the small windows in it either. They're heavily stained. Well, when it opens for us, we'll see what the noises were about. Did you manage to find anything of use among all those files? A few things. Why don't we have something to eat and drink first, and then we'll discuss it. So, I've looked up some details regarding two of my coworkers. Turns out they often had meetings with a man named Miles Argaro. The reason was that he was an informant that gave our department information about the happenings on the ground. But I suspect it was the other way around, and my two coworkers were the informants giving valuable secrets away. Alright. So them two were moles. Do you think they were working for the same organization as this Mr. Sang who blew up the train? Probably, and they likely had to cover up any of his involvement in it. Remember what Harmony said. Mr. Sang asked Madeline to not open the case and take it home. This is terribly uninteresting. I thought that the intention was to detonate it in her home and make it look like an accident rather than the metro. So, are you telling me that my best bud had to die because that bastard with a gun decided to shoot a member of a criminal organization? This is starting to piss me off more and more. You said it, Landon. You said it, Landon. Pretty much, yes. I think Mr. Sang was tasked to only take out Madeline. After he was shot, he had no choice but to detonate it in the carriage. So many innocent lives lost because of something that could have been prevented. But why would he want to take her out? Weren't they making some kind of deal? It's a good question, but those secret organizations are two-faced. Maybe they had a better offer with someone else. And removing Madeline was the more convenient option. So, who exactly is the guy that put us here? Is he also working for that criminal organization? It's probably the only other guy that was on the train car. It's probably the only other character in the whole story. I don't think so. He wouldn't be trying to dig deeper into this if that was the case. I think it's someone tied to Madeline. Her books and employee card we found, for example. The focus is on her. Someone wants to avenge her death. Her husband, or a family member perhaps. I don't know. There's not enough information to be sure, but it's plausible. It appears we can go. All right, whenever you guys are ready. Let's see what we have in this room. It's pretty dark. Oh my god. What the hell? What the freaking hell? Are these people dead? I think so. Damn. I'm not feeling well. Harmony, are you alright? Absolutely inhumane. Who would do something like this? Probably Lucy. She did move that football. Wait a minute. Let me get a better look at them. What is it, Claire? It's Anthony Wright and Nancy Jones, two of my coworkers, the ones that manipulated the evidence. Were they also captured along with us? It's all right, Claire, take it easy. It's shocking. I never liked those two, but they didn't deserve to die like this. How were they killed? It appears to be a gunshot wound in the head. At least they die quickly. But why did they need to be hung like that? Just to scare us? Perhaps it's a warning. I'm not sure, Dean. This is all sick and twisted. Hold on. What are those pieces of paper? Oh boy, more papers. Let me get a closer look. The first one reads, Anthony Wainwright, verdict guilty. The second one, Nancy Jones, verdict guilty. Were they killed because they sabotaged the investigation? Well, you were asked to judge who is guilty, Claire. Isn't that what the note with your name on it said? And if so, then we have a problem. You don't really think that they were killed because Claire mentioned them, do you? Why not? Her note was quite clear. And guess what? The two pieces of paper in front of you are giving a guilty verdict. And they just so happen to be the two people that Claire told us about just minutes ago. This is still quite a leap in assumption, Landon. You can't just blame Claire for the death of these two people, Landon. Then how else do you explain it? Landon, this is a ridiculous accusation to make. You're just being stupidly obnoxious. Oh, shut up. You know I'm right. You just won't admit it. Look, I did not kill these people. I didn't even know we had them captive here. What is your problem with everyone here? The problem is that you can decide if any of us should die, and I'd rather not end up like a piece of meat hung up for all to see. Instead of attacking others, we should be working together, so to avoid any of us ending up like that. Yeah, well, I don't trust you and your judgment. I don't trust any of you, in fact. Landon, you're out of line. All you're doing now is provoking a fight and making everyone hate you. I am raising an issue that everyone else is too scared to do. If I don't do that, we'll all die. There is no issue, you've made it up. If you don't trust us, you should go on your own. Maybe I will! All you lot want to do is play silly games rather than finding a way out of here. Oh no! How'd she get the knife? I guess I left it here. No, Landon. R.I.P. Landon. Landon met his end before the finale. R.I.P. Landon. Harmony? Oh my god. Harmony, are you alright? Harmony, talk to us.
Don't come any closer.
Harmony, it's okay. Just take it easy. We won't hurt you. Now would be a great time to use that crowbar I had.
No, stay away from me.
Harmony.
Stay away. And you, stay away. Okay, I'll stay back.
We're not going to judge you or hurt you, Harmony. Just talk to us, please.
I'm sorry, I couldn't stop myself.
That's okay. Please put the knife down.
Why did I do that? I don't deserve to live anymore. I'm a bad person.
What was that game? Oh crap, what was that game? It was the one that had the Metal Gear artist. It was the mech game. Maybe it was the front mission. There was that game where at the end, like, the little girl, like, killed herself with the knife with the bad ending. What was that called? What was that game called, man? Ah, what game was that? Left Alive. Yeah, Left Alive. Let's try to avoid a repeat of the Left Alive bad ending. Landon was going to hurt someone. You acted on instinct to stop that from happening.
You really think so?
Yes. This is why it feels so strange. You did what you felt was right to protect others.
Okay, you're right. I just need a bit of time to calm myself. I'm so sorry about everything.
Hug her. Shh, it's okay. You are safe now. Everything will be all right. We should get you cleaned up.
Okay, thanks, Leon.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't stab me. That'd have been a great moment to stab me. The door is unlocked. We should go. Yeah, all right. I hope there are no more surprises waiting for us.
Yeah, I hope so too.
It's quite warm in here, way warmer than the last few rooms. Must be because Landon and I turned the heating up when we went to the food supplies. There was a panel and we decided to try making it warmer here as it was a bit cold. Yes, good thinking. Uh-oh, bad thinking. Stand back. Great. Maybe turning up the heating wasn't such a good thing after all.
It was a pretty foolish decision, in fact. This building is very old and unstable. We could get buried underneath rubble here if we're taking risks like that.
We only wanted to make things better for everyone.
All right, I can understand that.
Well, it's only one pipe that burst. It must have been heavily rusted and weak. There is a bit of fire and smoke, but it's not spreading, so we could run past it, I think. Are you ready?
Are you sure? What if it blows up as we're running past it?
I think if we go past quickly, it won't happen. Already, Claire. Just give the sign. Follow me. Things have gotten pretty hot in the final tunnel as the final tunnel. Okay, this is it. There's a note here that says, come in.
Be careful, Claire. The guy wants to catch us out. He's never put messages on any door before.
Yeah, good point. But maybe it's because the other doors were locked. Shall we try it? Yeah, let's go in. Oh my god. 5 chairs. There's a message here. It's telling us to take a seat. Don't sit in the saw chair. What do you mean? There's no harm in that, idiot. Stupid Leon, dude. These seats are not exactly comfortable. Yeah, I've got to agree with you. They're a bit awkward. Oh no! Oh, who could have guessed? Who could have known? Hey. What the heck is this? We're trapped.
Ah, what's happening?
Don't bother. It's hopeless. We won't be able to break out of these restraints. What? It's you again. Decided to show yourself again. What do you want from us?
Hello again. I know you must be hating my guts right now, but your ordeal is almost over. You have all done really well in revealing and discussing some juicy information. It will all be very useful for me. On that part, you've all done your job. There's just one final thing left to do, and that is to decide who is guilty.
Again with the guilt?
Now, that doesn't mean there's just one guilty person. There could be 1, 2. It could even be that all of you are guilty.
or no one. And the guilty must be punished.
And how do you decide that?
Actually, I tasked you to decide that, Claire, remember?
I'm not going to condemn anyone to a death sentence, even if you threaten me with death. Say he's guilty. Say Masked Man is guilty. Then he has to kill himself.
I already know that you'd say that, so the way we're going to do this is a little different. You are not going to prove someone's guilt, rather, the burden will be on you to prove their innocence. That's right, you're all guilty until proven innocent. You have a rather perverted sense of justice. Now then, I am going to apologize for what's about to come only once. I am sorry. But now it's time to decide who is guilty.
First you play games with us, and now you're just going to put us down?
Let us see who will go first. Dean. Let's talk about you and your role in the Darkwater Street tragedy. I believe I already said everything I know. I want the others to tell me why you're innocent. How is it that you survived the tragedy when everyone else aboard that train died?
I don't know. I must have been far away from the explosion.
Let me put it this way. There were 5 carriages in that train. The bomb went off on the 4th carriage from the front. At worst, it would have affected its adjacent carriages, leaving the front 2 carriages more or less intact. And yet people in those carriages have also died.
This guy knows a lot about that bomb.
All right, look, I panicked when the explosion happened, so I tried to stop the train. It didn't quite work out, but how was I supposed to know? Anyone in my place would do the same.
Defend Dean or say nothing. I mean, Dean, he was just driving the train. He's fine. Dean is not responsible for that tragedy. Just because he's a sole survivor doesn't make him the perpetrator.
Claire, what do you have to say?
He's done the best he could given the situation. Let him be.
All right, we shall hear the verdict at the end. Next up we have Landon. Never mind. Seems Landon didn't make it. A stab in the back. Seems appropriate for the butthole that he was. Let's see who is next. Next person up for judgment is Harmony. So, Harmony, you sure knew a lot about that whole tragedy. It was nice of you to share it with us all. But you were such a sneaky little mouse. You and Thomas have directly influenced the whole situation. It was because of his involvement that the carriage was blown up.
I didn't tell him to open fire. I only wanted to help him get the evidence on the guy that wronged him. It was the same guy that blew up the carriage. I didn't know Thomas was planning to actually kill him. Using a hidden camera to record footage in the metro is not illegal, and neither is helping someone to do that. Harmony said that guy was in a pretty dark place. The violence in the carriage was caused entirely by him. She had no say in it.
And yet, she showed her homicidal tendencies by lethally stabbing Landon in the back.
She genuinely thought he was going to attack me or Leon.
Sorry, not convinced.
Defend Harmony or say nothing. The ultimate choice. Let's defend Harmony, why not? She's given you a lot of information about the incident despite wanting to forget it. It's not fair to hurt her after that.
All right, I think I've heard enough. If nobody else wants to add anything, we'll move on.
I want him to not kill anybody. It'd be funny if he's just like, oh,
I guess none of you are guilty, my bad.
He just lets us go.
Who's next? Let's see. How about you, Leon?
Okay, and what are you accusing me of?
Well, you were there when Mr. Sang boarded the train. You could have stopped him, you could have checked him. But you didn't do anything despite the fact that he looked suspicious. Despite the fact that he was obviously grilled.
That's a ridiculous accusation to make. Police or security can't stop you just because they don't like how you look. There needs to be a genuinely good reason for us to suspect that you pose danger.
Doesn't change the fact that he failed to stop a terrorist.
Leon has done nothing wrong. He always tried to do the right thing. You are accusing an innocent person.
Leon's a decent guy. I am sure he was doing his job as best as he could.
You hear that? You've got your sights on the wrong person.
Right, okay. We'll move on now to the final person. And that is you, Claire.
And what exactly am I guilty of?
You let your co-workers get away with tampering with the evidence. You did not press further on this issue. By ignoring it, you're just as bad. I did not have any evidence whatsoever to make my case. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Claire is right. Without evidence, it would have been hopeless.
Claire will get to the truth eventually. You just gotta give her a chance.
Defend Claire. You know, Claire is probably your last hope of reopening this investigation. Not only that, but she has integrity and will always oppose corruption in the department. How does he know that?
All right, thank you for the input. I shall now give you your verdicts and we'll be done here. Let's start with you, Dean. You clearly tried to make the situation better, but it backfired and you made it worse. Everyone aboard that train died except for you as a result. I'd say your verdict is guilty.
What? He didn't do anything.
He literally didn't do anything, Masked Man. How could you call this justice? It's anything but justice.
You're just a cold-blooded murderer.
Okay, let's see. Next one is... Harmony, it is your turn to receive the verdict.
No, please.
You have given me a respectable amount of precious information. However, it was yours and your ex-boyfriend's meddling which largely influenced the outcome of the tragedy. Had you not gotten involved, then maybe that tragedy wouldn't have occurred. Although it was chiefly he who pulled the trigger, this is a tough decision. Your verdict shall be
also guilty.
Guilty!
I don't think my choices mattered at all. I think he's just gonna say guilty no matter what.
Why'd you do that?
You're a sadist. She didn't have to die.
Okay, next.
Why is it playing Crab Rave?
Leon, it seems to be your turn now. Could you have stopped Mr. Sang or not? It's hard to say. Given what the others have said about you, I think I can make up a decision. Your verdict shall be... innocent. The others seem to have really vouched for you, so I'll trust their word. Finally, it's time for your verdict, Claire.
It's really lame how this guy's saw trap is a gun. Like, he's just gonna shoot you. That sucks. He didn't even do anything cool.
You are no doubt an honest investigator, and you tried to do the right thing. But you allowed the corruption in your department to continue and did not challenge it. So, what shall I do with you? Your verdict shall be... innocent. I think you'll be very helpful in what's to come. No doubt there will be more spies in the department. I hope you'll do your best to expose them. Good job on getting through this night. You've proven to be innocent. I'll go and unlock your restraints now. Feel free to leave through the door on your right when you're ready. If you go to the end of the corridor, you'll find your personal belongings at an exit.
Wow, so considerate. I'm sorry, but that's it?
There's nothing else. You're free to go as soon as your restraints are off. Goodbye. Squadala, I'm off.
I can't believe it. Me neither, but at least we're still alive. I see the exit. It looks like it's morning already. Hard to believe that all this is finally over. It's like waking up from a bad dream. That is without a doubt the worst escape room I've ever done. These must be our personal belonging in those boxes. I am not familiar with this place. Not sure exactly where we are. I'm not getting a signal on my phone here. An abandoned building in the middle of nowhere. This guy has sure picked a place. Me neither. We'll just have to keep going until we catch a signal or find someone. I'll have to call for backup. I can't do this by myself. That maniac will likely be gone by then. Doesn't matter. Police has to see what happened here. Okay, well, let's stick together. We don't want to lose one another here. Not after what we've been through.
Well, that went better than I thought. It wasn't an easy thing to organize.
He had to track down 5 trap chairs. Do you know how hard it is to find one of those things?
That was a lot of hassle, man. That was tough. It was tough making that dungeon. And I've got a lot of new friends now. The finds that will lead me to the next piece of the puzzle.
Dad, can I ask you a few things?
Of course, dear. I'm listening.
You shot some of those people with your gun. Why?
They're bad people and were responsible for what happened to your mom. Do you understand?
Yes, I think I do.
But there are many more people that haven't been punished yet, and your dad has to find them.
I know you will find them, Dad. I hope they will not hurt anyone again.
Is it over? Written and developed by Matthew Ashworth. Okay. Thank you for playing. I mean, I've definitely played worse ways to spend an hour. There is Cold Verdict 2, and there is Cold Verdict 3. So if you want to see the continuation of the Cold Verdict saga, let me know.